The subs are not of particularly high quality, but, as is often the case with Iranian naval capabilities, quantity matters. Iran has at least 20 Ghadir-class subs compared to less than a handful of its other types of submarines. These numbers are crucial for how Iran would use the Ghadir-class subs in any conflict. As Chris Harmer, an expert on Iran's military at the ISW, explained to me in 2013, the quietest submarine in the world is one that rests on a sandy seabed. That is how the Iranians would use the Ghadir: get it out of port, sink to the bottom of the shallow Persian Gulf, rest on the sandy bottom, and wait for a target to come to it. With the possible exception of North Korea, no country in the post-Cold War era has sought to challenge the United States as much as Iran. From the Middle East to Central Asia to Latin America, Tehran has never missed an opportunity to antagonize the US and limit its influence. This first appeared in 2015. This is an inherently risky strategy. Not only has the US encircled Iran with military bases on all sides, but America's military spending in recent years has been twice the size of Iran's entire GDP. In any conventional military conflict, Iran would stand a chance against the US armed forces. To compensate, Iran pursues a deterrent-based military doctrine premised on three types of capabilities: an expansive ballistic missile arsenal, asymmetric naval warfare, particularly the threat of closing down the Strait of Hormuz, and ties to non-state militant groups. Although many weapon systems go into implementing this doctrine, 5 capabilities are particularly crucial. Recommended 5 U.S. weapons of war Iran should fear. Segil missile: the most blunt instrument in Iran's military doctrine is its large inventory of ballistic missiles. Of these, the Shahab family of ballistic missiles, which are based on North Korean designs, are the best known. The Segil 1 and its successor, the Segil 2, should be the most feared, however. The Segil 1 is a 2-stage, medium-range, surface-to-surface ballistic missile that Iran first tested in 2008. Unlike the Shahab missiles, the Segil 1 missile is solid-fueled, greatly reducing its launch time while enhancing its mobility. In congressional testimony in November 2009, then U.S. Defense Secretary Robert Gates said that the Segil missile will have a range of approximately 2,000 to 2,500 kilometers. This is consistent with the ranges given by Iranian officials like Defense Minister Brigadier General Mustafa Mohammad. At this range, the Segil 1 can deliver a 750 kilograms payload to Israel and even parts of southeastern Europe. It is widely believed that this could someday be a nuclear payload. Recommended 5 Chinese weapons of war America should fear. The Segil 2 was first tested in 2009 and is likely still under development. According to Global Security, the Segil 2 has a demonstrated range capability of 2,510 kilometers with its 650 kilogram triconic warhead re-entry vehicle design. It can also carry a 1,000 kilogram warhead to 2,000 kilometers. The Segil 2's biggest advancement is in accuracy, something Iranian ballistic missiles have traditionally lacked. Iranian defense officials have said that compared with the Segil 1, the Segil 2 is equipped with a new navigation system as well as precise and sophisticated sensors. Ghadir-class midget submarines. Perhaps Iran's greatest deterrent threat is its ability to threaten oil shipments in the Strait of Hormuz, which roughly 20% of global oil supplies must transverse on the way to markets. Indeed, according to some estimates, the U.S. has spent some $8 trillion protecting the Strait of the Hormuz since 1976. Submarines would be invaluable for Iran were it to try and close the Strait of Hormuz. As the Institute for the Study of War ISW has explained, in the confined and shallow waters of the Arabian Gulf, the ability to deploy submarines effectively threatens surface vessels that are channeled into narrow sea lines of communication. These narrow SLOCs force military and commercial ships to travel predictable routes, making them easy prey for submarines. Recommended 5 Russian weapons of war America should fear. Pages